everybody. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to simplify algebra expressions. First things first, we should know that we know that we should group all our like terms together. Well, what do we mean by like terms? So all of the x's would go together and all of the y's would go together. So like variables are grouped together. So let's move on. So we have 8x here. We're going to go ahead with 8x, right? And when we're moving the variable, the variable that's alike, we should also move the sign with it, all right? So we're going to move subtract 4x. Now we have y. We're going to move to y there. So plus y minus 6y. Good. Alright, so all we're going to do now is to work out the answers, because now that the like terms are together, we can work them out. So 4 from 8 is 4, so we have 4x. We have, some people might get confused when they see the single letter by itself, so what you can do is always put a 1 there. It's the same thing. All right, and as you can see, we have two different signs here. So we have a plus and a minus. So what we're going to do, we're going to subtract and we're going to keep the sign of the larger number. All right, so 1 from 6 will be 5. So, and we're keeping the sign of the larger number, which is the 6. So minus 5y. That's the answer. Okay. Alright, so here we have another question. So, as we said before, we're going to group the like terms. So, as you can see, we have 3 different variables here. We have x squared, we have x's, and we also have a single number, which is the 4, which is also considered a variable. So we're going to group all our like terms together, right? So we're going to group the x squares, we're going to group the x's, and we're going to group the variable 4. Well, 4 doesn't have any variable, but we're going to group it along with the expression. All right, so let's move on. So we have x squared, we have plus x squared. All right, we have 5x minus 8x. As I said before, 4 doesn't have any variable, so it's going to stay by itself. All right, now we're going to work everything out. As I had mentioned before in the previous example, if you feel uncomfortable with just the letter being there, you can always add or put a 1 so you don't get confused. However, when you're writing a final answer, do not put the 1 there. Alright? They say it look ugly. So yeah, just drop the 1 off. Alright, so x squared, so x squared plus x squared, that would be 2x squared. And we have 5x minus 8x. There are 2 different signs here, so what are we going to do? We're going to subtract, keep the sign of the larger number. Alright, so 5 from 8 is 3. Keep the sign of the larger number. And then minus 4. And that would be your final answer. It cannot be broken down because there are 3 different variables here. Good. Okay, let's try this one. Alright, so we know when we have a question like this, we should approach or look at it as the number on the outside of the bracket should multiply every number inside. Alright, that's how we should approach this question. So let us move on. So 3 times 2, that's 6x, plus 3 times 7, that's 21. And those would be our variables, and they cannot be broken down into anything further, so that would be our final answer.